always give away too much. It's like I've got no sense of touch. I'm always pouring out my heart, no little by little here. I'm always pushing things too far. 2, 5, 6, 10 drinks at the bar. No boundary. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
Okay, welcome. How you guys doing, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I'm Traveling Tony here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Should be pretty well known by now. I've done a lot of these lives. And this is Wanda. You may have seen her. You can introduce yourself, Wanda.
Hi,
Can you hear?
everybody. This is Wanda. My channel is Diaspora Tanzania. And yes, I am a Black American, and I've been in Tanzania since July 2020. This year is 4 years I've been living in Tanzania, and I love it.
Wow.
Nice
4
to meet
years.
everybody.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show, to the connection. So have you met other nomads, other Black American nomads here in Tanzania?
Yes, I've met so many. It's just hard to keep track. But I've met, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me on this stream today, this live stream. My first time, everybody, my first time. See, I'm a middle age. I'm trying to get computer savvy. I'm trying to get into the technology. So I'm very excited. This is my first one. But I've met several diaspora nomads and so many. I can't even, it's so many. I've met a lot, but I have never done a collab like this before. So this is new for me.
Would you say there's a large Black American community in Tanzania?
Yes, there is. It's a very large, we have a pretty large community. When I first got here in 2020, a large group, I think it seems like it was the most African Americans that they ever saw here, because everybody was like, why are all these Black Americans coming here? And so it was like a drove of us that came in 2020, because this was the only country open at the time. Everybody was coming to Tanzania. All the other countries were locked down except for Tanzania. So we flooded this place. So and people left since I've been here. It seemed like that first wave of people, a lot left, but people started coming in droves, and they're still coming. People leave, people come. So this seems like this is one of the top countries now that we're coming to. So.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard a lot of Americans. I see a lot of people coming, moving here, getting houses, foreigners getting houses. I don't know how they go about doing it, but they have their ways, I guess. So 4 years, wow. Right. You were here for the presidency change.
Yes, I was here. It's like night and day from what I've noticed. Okay. From when Magufuli was here, and now, now that with the new president, Mama Samia, it's a different vibe. It feels different. Different. When I first came, it seemed like we were more. They were excited to see us, and we were more. It seemed like we were more welcomed. But then Magufuli had, I don't know, he's had a different vibe to him. And you can see it in the way we were treated with the immigration and at the airports and stuff. Everybody was just super excited to see us. But then afterwards, it kind of changed, and I guess it changed with the leadership. But it's like, I don't know, they weren't as excited as they were in 2020. and or before he passed away. So yeah, I don't know why that was.
How do you find it living in a patriarchy as an American woman? Was it a hard adjustment at first, or did it just come naturally?
Well, for me, I am, and I don't want to like really focus on like spiritual practice, but I'm a Hebrew, I'm an Israelite.
Right.
I subscribe to the biblical
Okay, that's
scriptures,
cool.
and right. So most of our culture is patriarchal anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
even though we haven't been raised in a society like that, that is something that we are supposed to biblically. That's the structure. That's the biblical structure, the patriarchal
Right,
society. The father, the
right,
man
right.
is the head, and the woman. Both people have roles. So this falls in line with what we believe. That's why you see a lot of us. Some people say Israelites, some people say Hebrews, people in the Bible. That's why a lot of us are coming here, because this is in line with the modesty, the roles, the patriarchal society, and then the male dominated. That's how we're supposed to be anyway. So I feel like for me, it's helping me to be more feminine, and it's helping me to be more in the role of the woman, the wife, the mother. Tanzania is a beautiful country for us to come to, specifically being from the West. We hadn't been raised in environments like a patriarchal society like that. So we get to learn a lot here. And I've learned so much living here, and I appreciate it. I love it. Like, I like going to places and men help me with everything. And I've been by myself. I just got married recently, but I've been by myself almost the whole time, 3 years, 3.5 years. And yes, I've had so much help. I mean, everywhere I go, I get help. I get help at the grocery store. I get help with my groceries. Anything I need in my house where I live, the guys that work there, they do everything for me. Like, it's not even like single. I was single. It's not like I was single, because I always had like Kaka's doing stuff for me.
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
like it. I love it. I mean, I was just like, wow. I sat back and let them do everything, even in business. I created a business and all that. And even at that point, when I do things, they take over, and I'm like, yes, I can relax. Let them do everything. I like it. It's nice. Me, I like it. It feels nice.
I can relate with you, honestly. Like how you said it here makes you more feminine or whatever. It made me more masculine. It made me understand the role of a man in the home. And I met other Israelites and stuff, and they were telling me
Mhm.
about that. I'm from America, right? And they were telling me, and at first it wasn't clicking, and then after some years of being here, everything is just like, oh, especially with being with the local girl with traditional parents and seeing how her father
Yes.
moved, very stoic, very calm. Everything's cool, no raising his voice. So I learned a lot being here. I'm definitely so happy, so grateful to Tanzania. But I mean, they're behind on a lot of things. They're like, don't. I don't want people to think we're making it like a
Yes.
perfect country, but socially they are together. Their family structure and everything is just so sound here. I definitely enjoyed my time in Tanzania. What have you been to any other parts? So
We can
let's talk
learn so
about.
much from the women.
Yes, from everyone
Yes,
here is
I've
something.
been to um, oh,
Mhm. No, it's behind. It's behind.
yes,
Right.
yes. I've been to Morogoro.
Okay.
I've been to Mbeya.
Okay.
So Mbeya, Morogoro, Arusha. Not, but I didn't stay long in Arusha. Where else? That's about it. Of course, Zanzibar. Zanzibar. I went there for my honeymoon, but I had gone there before then also. So those are a few places that I had gone to, and I actually caught the bus and rode 17 hours from Dar to the border of Tanzania, and I went into Zambia. And then I rode the bus from the Zambia border to Lusaka and Ndola and Solwezi in Zambia. So I rode that bus. That was an experience. It was an experience.
Did you experience any extortion on the bus ride with your blue passport?
Um, for me, no, because
Okay.
I think what has been saving me a lot is how I dress. They
Right.
never know that I'm not a local. So from because I cover my hair a lot when I'm out and I, dress modest. So the only time they really know is if I have to do business. So if they got on the bus, they look at your passport and ask you, if they get on the bus, they'll ask you, could they see your passport? But if you don't look like a foreigner, then they won't ask you. So many times they'll get on the bus and they're just scanning through the bus to see who looks like they're a foreigner so they can ask. And a lot of times they don't know. But if they
Oh,
do happen to ask, one day I rode the bus and I think they knew I was a foreigner because these specific earrings I had like these long hanging earrings, and they knew that that's not like normal for the local Tanzanian ladies to wear. So they came up to me and they said, ma'am, can we see your passport? So I showed it to them, but that's the only thing that gave me away. Other than that, I didn't have any problem with extortion. Now, the border, it was a little
yeah,
bit
that's what I was
different.
asking. That's
They
what I
was
was
kind of
asking about.
asking. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, at the border. Yeah, when I was, yeah. I went to get my another multi visa because I had left the country and then I was coming back and I needed another multi visa. So the guy said, well, it's going to be, the brother at the border was like, it's going to be, $100. And so I said, okay, I have that. And he says, okay, so what you going to do for me? I said,
Right.
Kaka, what you, Kaka, do for you? Like, I was like, Kaka, are you serious? He was like, what you going to do for me? And I'm like, I don't know what you talking about, Kaka. What you talking about? So yeah, I had to pay he charged me like, it was like $50. So yeah,
Oh, you
I
paid
had to pay $50.
$50. Oh yeah, yeah. They'll hit you at the borders, and
Yeah.
that's something. Like I gave him like I think like $15 or something like that, like $20, because
Mhm.
it's like any amount. They even try you at the airport, even if you're following the rules. Like I had a guy try me at the airport when I was flying because I took the bus. They were harassing me. I was like, okay, cool. They can't
Mhm.
mess with me in the airport. They got me in the airport too. So I gave that guy $2, and he was so mad. He like because they're not supposed to ask you, so he made me slide in my passport. So I slid the $2 in the passport, and he was like, and he slammed my passport in the thing. I was like, wow. Like, wow. He was so mad.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Wow.
nowhere is perfect though. Like I realized on
That's
like
true. That's true.
on an institutional level, there's some like discrimination against foreigners or whatever. I kind of
Mhm.
noticed that. But as far as just on a social level with the normal average person, they love us. They love us. But like, I don't know. Have you noticed anything like anything on
Yeah.
your side? You have? Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, I have seen some stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's a little different,
Yeah,
but it's cool though.
I have been robbed. I have been burglar. I have been burglar since I've been here too.
Oh, you've had your house burglarized?
I have been burglar. Yes.
Oh, really? How that happened?
Yes. So no, I did leave my door unlocked.
Oh, you left your door unlocked. Okay, okay,
My patio door unlocked.
okay.
Yeah, I had like a sliding patio door, and I feel like they were just waiting on me to leave it unlocked. One night, I forgot to lock it, and they came in that one night. Stole my computer, my phone, my bag full of my cords and headsets, everything. So I was not happy, but I was
Were
mad
you
at
sleeping?
myself for not locking that door. So
Were you sleeping?
yes, in the bed, sleep. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I had a guy try
So that
that
could have
one
been
time.
bad.
No, I had a guy try that one time. I chased them down, and like they were like that was it after that. But I mean, it can happen. It can happen. It's a safe place. Nobody's gonna hurt you. But if you're lacking, of course, things like that can happen. But
Yep.
have you noticed?
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that there's a lot of American females here as well as men. I would say there's more females than men. Have you noticed that? There's more female
Yes,
nomads than men nomads. I have noticed. I was like, wow. So this country
there
must be
there
really
are
safe.
more females than men. Um, uh-oh. What's going
So
on?
there's a lag. Yeah, we're good now.
Uh-oh.
I think it'll be okay.
Something's going on here.
Yeah, it's probably a little lag spike.
No.
It's gonna fix itself.
Oh no.
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Okay, I
But
hear you.
okay, you're back.
Okay.
Cool. It just happened.
Okay.
Lag spike. You got a comment.
There I am. Woo, I was like, what's going on here?
No. We'll keep the show going. You got a comment from one of your subscribers or mutual subscriber. Here we go.
Oh. I don't want to butcher the name. Tata Pharaoh. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, how are you doing? Yes, that's true. Yeah, they stole my stuff, but I got it back.
What area? What area are you around?
Back.
What area are you around? Are you?
Well,
near...
I was in Mbezi Beach area, but now I'm in Tegeta. And I feel a lot safer in Tegeta.
You like Tegeta?
There's not as many people around here.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was looking at.
I like Tegeta. I like being out away from the city. I was in Mbezi Beach area for 2 years, and I was
Okay. We would like to see.
Oh, thank you. I love you guys too. I love you guys too.
So yeah. Just keep so okay. You like Tegeta? I've been to Tegeta a couple times. Have you ever taken do you take the dollars? Have you ever tried it?
Oh, I can't handle the dollars. I can't handle the dollar. I'm just looking to see how crowded they are. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. I can't.
Hey, Ozzy.
What's up, Ozzy?
Have you taken the dollars?
No. I think I'm gonna do it one day, but not when it's cooking outside. Like when it's like wintertime here. Right now it's too hot for dollar. It's way too hot.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes, Ozzy, I do have a YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Diaspora Connect, Tanzania.
Diaspora Connect. I think I have you. Oh, what's up, Keith? I think I put you as a mod, Keith. I thought you were a mod. I don't know why the wrench isn't up. But yeah, I thought you were a mod. But yeah, Tanzania is cool overall.
USA meets Kenya. What's up, fam?
Yeah, salute.
Yeah.
Salute. Are you able to put her channel in the comment? I've seen other mods do it. I don't know. I only have 2 mods. I think her and this other guy's mod. Oh, they're busy. Okay, they can't even do their job right now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in at least. Thank you for at least checking in. I appreciate that. I didn't even plan my own wedding. I let her parents plan everything. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. They just planned everything. It was so cool. I just came back. Okay, we got a question for you, Wanda.
USA meets Kenya. Planning the wedding. Nice. Hungary.
You got a comment though. I think it's a delay.
Yes, I brought new items. I brought new items. I didn't get the old ones back, so I just replaced what was stolen from.
Oh, okay. We thought you got the old ones back. Oh.
Tata Pharaoh. Yeah, I just brought new items.
Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. I don't even honestly. I appreciate her parents so much. You know, I appreciate her family. They really help me out because they know I'm a Mzungu and I'm like, I'm doing other things. You know, I'm trying to get I have other things I'm doing. So doing that plus the other stuff was just too much for me. I would have had an anxiety attack or something. But we watch. Oh, they watch your wedding, Wanda. I think it's a little delay. I think it's a little behind the stream on her end. Can you hear me, Wanda?
Yeah, the stream is like breaking up.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
like
delay.
coming
I
in
think.
and out.
Yeah, I think it's like a delay on your end. I don't know how we. Maybe if you switch to the
Like a
phone.
delay or a skipping or something.
Yeah, maybe if you switch to the phone.
Switch to the
It
phone.
might.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
maybe. Yeah, maybe that'll be better. Maybe that'll be better. But yeah,
How can I
Keith.
do that?
Just open the link on your browser on your phone and enter the studio. And as you're entering the studio, you could just leave the studio on this one, but wait until you're entering the studio. But yeah, Keith, I'm excited for your wedding, man. I'm gonna tune in for that. I'm not on YouTube every day, Keith. To be honest, I'm not on YouTube every day. I am a part-time YouTuber. I wanted to get monetized, and that was it. Like I get on here, you know, do my little videos. I'm editing my videos better now. That's my goal is to edit my videos better and drop one once a week. I got a couple projects coming. I'm gonna start doing my members only videos more often. They'll be showing like have you bought land out here? Oh, it's probably delayed. But it'll be showing land, getting the process of getting land out here, how it goes, the hunts. Let me see. Yeah, Wanda's. I think she's having a little delay. She's about to switch to her phone. Yeah,
Are you talking to me, Tony? Oh, wait a minute.
Well, I'm
think.
talking to the audience.
Let me check. I entered on my phone.
Okay, I got that one. So leave the one on your laptop. Actually,
Okay.
I know it. Yeah. Yeah, I just on the stage.
I'm trying to leave. I'm trying.
You could just close your computer.
Just close the computer. Okay.
Yeah. You could just close your computer.
Okay. Yeah, I closed the computer. Okay. Cool. This sounds better.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now we're in business. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. It was just a little delay on the. Oh, we're getting tired of YouTube. See, my impressions don't even go to 15,000 because Tanzania isn't really high on the search engine. My live streams get a lot of impressions, but the only thing is I have to sit here for 2 to 3 hours to get it to, man, and that's like, I gotta be in the mood to do this. Like sitting here for 2 to 3 hours and just going,
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, I gotta be.
It takes a lot of energy.
At least in conversation, I could do it. I've done it 3-hour shows by myself. It's just like, damn, like damn. But it's cool. It's cool. Let's see what else we got here. Dang, I can't. I'm sorry your impressions went down, but at least you're making money per video, per view now. So that's cool, at least. Even if it's, you know, I think I made like a few dollars the last couple days. Last day I made like a few dollars. Okay.
It'd be nice to be monetized one day.
Just keep doing the live streams. You'll get monetized. Definitely. Keep doing the live streams, you'll get monetized. I think also too, if you like show the outside life of Tanzania, like things you do outside, you'll get definitely get watch hours. Because I know you
so
do a
many
lot
people don't like when people record outside. That's why I'm kind of apprehensive about that. Because they look at you great. They don't like that, you know.
No, they don't. Especially in shops, they get really upset. So I find a way around it. So like, have your husband record you or something. You record him. You know, get some footage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. You know, that's my way around it. So because they're concerned about us recording them, but they don't realize we don't care about. Like we're just recording the scenery. We don't even
that's
cut
true.
off the whole thing. YouTube's not for the week since they dropped our impression on phone. Yeah, I'm only posting once a week because it makes no sense to keep posting every day after you're monetized. You know what I'm saying? Like you might as well just do it once a week, and once something catches, it catches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm just posting once a week. Like you're already monetized. There's no point in burning yourself out every day trying to hope something goes viral. You know, I'm done with that. Like this is my 201st video. So just, you know, just keeping it simple. Simple. I'm not an everyday YouTuber. Okay. Hey all, who is Wanda? Wanda is another nomad. She lives here in Tanzania. She's been here since 2020. So she's going on her 4th year here, 4 years here. So she's been here a long time.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Is Dar es Salaam having blackout? Yes. I had a blackout today. I just turned my generator off.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I just turned my generator off. So to get to, how many hours does your power go out for? Does it go out for like 12 hours or just a few hours?
It's been really random lately. It'll go off in the morning at like 8 or 9 and come back on maybe by 5, or sometimes it'll go off around 4 or 5 and come back on at 11. So it's up and down like that in the morning to the early evening, and then or from the late afternoon to like 11 o'clock at night. So it's unpredictable, and it's just hard to plan. So, and I don't have a generator. So I just have to make sure everything is charged, and you know, and now I'm like cooking whenever the electricity is on. I'm just cooking a lot of food just in case the power goes out, because I have a grill, but I really don't like to use that at night. I'll use it maybe during the day outside, like the G-Co. I have one of those, but I don't like to be cooking at night. It's too many bugs and insects and all this. So yeah, we have power outages, and they're very unpredictable. So.
But yeah, I got tired of it. Honestly, I was dealing with it, but sitting in here smoldering, sweating, turning to a melting Hershey bar, I had to go get a generator. It was too much for me. I was dying. I was dying so crazy. But yeah, like we were talking about before it broke up. So there is a significant Black American community out here, I realize, and it's mostly comprised of females. A lot of people don't know that, you know, and I think that's interesting. It's also a lot of families out here. People think everywhere in Africa is dangerous, but I'm trying to explain, if women and children are going to a country, you best believe it's safe. You know, women are not going to go to crazy countries. People aren't going to bring their kids to crazy countries. You know? Like, why would you bring your kids?
There are lots of single women and single Black women and children here. A lot of single.
Yeah. Living in peace.
Singles coming with their children.
Yeah, living in peace.
A lot. Right. But it's a lot of men here, so they could
Yeah,
maybe
yes.
meet somebody. But I know the cultural differences, you know, with the more than one woman, the polygyny thing. That's
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
That's something that we're not used to. So they have to consider that if they want to meet a man out here. Yeah.
I've actually never.
They know
I've
that.
met a couple. I've met a couple Black American women, but I never had like real relation, like about like relations and stuff like that. Conversations. I just asked how you like the country, what's your reception as a Black American, you know, just things like that, and they all love it. So I
Right.
try not to. I don't get into people's personal business. I'm like, do you, like, look, so.
Yeah.
But I met one lady
We talk about stuff like that.
yeah, I met one lady that was married to a Tanzanian dude, a sister from America. She was married to a Tanzanian dude. So she's able to get that dependent visa. I was like, that's dope. That was dope. She could get that dependent visa. I wish I could get that.
Yeah, that's good. I
Let's
wasn't
see.
who I was going to. I was open. I'm like, meet a local. Am I going to meet a diaspora brother? I don't know. You know.
You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get more collabs in. I'm at some point once I start making enough, then I'll do the professional.
Right.
I think he's having some issues. I think you're still lagging, Wanda.
Say that.
I think you're having a delay on your end.
Oh. Okay.
Probably take a second. You know how these phones are sometimes. Okay. All right. So, all right. I will never do YouTube.
You think it's the computer or?
It's your internet service provider, but it's it's probably gonna correct itself in a second. It's probably just going crazy right now, but I'm just gonna read the comments while your thing gets normalized. I will never do YouTube my anime. Yeah, man. Some people like to remain anonymous. I'm like that too, but this was just an income opportunity. You know what I'm saying? There's not many younger people being nomads, so I seen a niche.
Okay.
So I feel it was the demand. So the demand for content isn't met by the supply. So the more content creators coming out overseas, talking about life overseas, the better. The more you can relate to the content creator, the even better for you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a dude who wants to have a wife and children, or a dude that wants to party, whatever your niche is. So I think it's a good thing for people to be coming out with content, especially if it's like inspirational. All right, what's the next one? When we lived in Dar es Salaam, we suffered blackouts. Yeah, I had 12-hour blackouts at a point. That's why I got the generator. And then I don't really get 12-hour blackouts anymore. But that shit was like crazy. What's the longest have you had, Wanda?
Blackouts. 12 hours. It's
12 hours? Okay.
It felt hours. 12. Yes.
Let's see. If you live in
But I would
Masaki, you don't
just leave the house and then come back later.
Yes, but Dark Rabbit is correct. If you live in Masaki, in one of the upper scale places, you won't notice the
Masaki don't blackouts like everybody.
Staying at those furnished apartments, those furnished those hotel style apartments. I think that's what he's talking about. Those places got the generator on automatic. So soon as the power cuts, if you stay
Those
in
are
one of those,
service apartments with the
yeah, service
generators and
apartment.
all that.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. The service apartments. Soon as the power cuts, it's instant back on. You know, that's what they're paying for. So living in Masaki, just like living in USA. Yeah, I
The
mean,
service apartments.
he's right though.
Yeah.
He is right. You're paying. Yeah, I mean, United States prices for rent though, and a lot of people don't want to come to Africa
Yeah.
and pay wild prices. That's the thing that I think deters people from Africa, because to live comfortably in Africa is going to cost you. You're paying the luxury tax. You know what I'm saying? Like if you live like a local, you could live very cheaply. But if you want certain amenities, you're
Right.
gonna pay for those amenities. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Electricity is expensive. Like running my AC and stuff costs me between like
Right.
$150 to $200 a month when it's hot. So just running the ACs. And that's like one at a time. That's not even both ACs at a time. I'll run one at a time.
Right.
But let's see what else we got here. Our house was in Blenny. In Blenny, have you ever been in Blenny?
And you don't prices here if you don't have to.
Have you ever been to Mbweni?
Daily. Wow. That is a lot. Winnie.
Yeah.
No power. Daily.
I have a
like South Africa. They got the what you call the thing they have in South Africa?
Load shedding.
The
It's the load shedding.
The scheduled.
Yeah, you're behind. You're lagging crazy.
Yeah, load shedding.
Yeah, you're lagging crazy. You might have to turn your data off and turn it back on.
But they never really said it was load shedding here. They just said that. You think I do?
Yeah, I think you have to like turn your internet off and turn it back on. But let me go ahead. Okay, yeah, and Bunny, I know a content creator that bought property in Bunny. He's actually about to start building soon. Shout out to Westside TMZ. So he's about to do his thing. I'm actually in the middle of doing something similar myself, getting some land, but not in Mbweni. Mine is going to be in a different location. Just finalizing a few things. Dark Rabbit. Let me see. Freddie Hazard facts. I live in Masaki. Oh, you live in Masaki. Oh, okay. Okay, what's up, Baller? How you doing? That's what's up, bro. Shout out to you living in Masaki.
Can I come out?
I lived there. I lived there for like 9 months, and then I realized I was wasting so much money because I could have a house and spend so little money and have a house and be more comfortable. Don't have to deal with people looking at you, because you guys will notice, especially if you're a single guy, people are going to be looking at you when you're like having different people coming and going from your crib. And I remember I had a nanny snitch on me. Oh man, I was so mad. One of the cleaning ladies snitched on me, like straight told. You know what I mean? It was so funny. I found out after the fact. I was a little upset about that. But yeah, so I mean, those places, they get a little jealous, so I don't really like that shit. They'll tell on you, like, so if you're doing your thing and you got a cleaning lady that comes to clean, she'll definitely tell me. It's happened to me. Even if you live in the house, the power never goes out. Yeah, I don't experience power outages like to an insane degree. I do have them, but not to an insane. Like I did before, and then after I got the generator, it's like it'll just cut for like 2 hours or an hour, and then come back. Let me see what else we got here. Damn, massage is such. Yeah, man,
So
massage is
does
such.
the generator?
Mhm. The
Do,
generator
do you
what?
hear me? You hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. Yeah, it's good now. It's good now.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Good.
You got a question? Oh, it froze again. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, Masaki is such a good place. It's just way so expensive. Have you looked at land in Masaki? Land in Masaki is ridiculous. Land in Masaki is like starting at 100 grand for like a little plot, like 100 square meters. They want 100 grand. It's crazy. Masaki is just way too expensive. The roads are paved, yes. I mean, if you get a girl, you could buy in that area. Like pretty much, my girl is like my signature hand. Like for when I need things. My wife. That's the cool thing about having a local as someone you're with. You get that power to get things. Um, when I was in Masaki, I saw the blackouts on YouTube like 3 weeks after. Oh, yeah, I lived in Oyster Bay I mainly lived in Oyster Bay and Mikocheni, Mississauga Beach. Well, before I lived here in my own house. I lived here in my own house for the longest, but when I was down there, and then I realized I was just like eating so much money because I was spending like what 1,200 to 1,300 dollars a month. So for a year, if you do that 2 years, that's enough to buy land. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like damn, I'm just throwing my money away. Um, can you hear us, Wanda? Oh, you're having some technical difficulties. I think you might have to reset your internet, Wanda. Dang. I'm so sorry you're lagging. But if you're renting a house mansion, it's not like furniture park. Yeah, that's why it's just like honestly, you buy your own house. I mean, you rent your own house, you get your own generator. It's just like a furniture apartment. You're just the only thing that sucks is you have to pay for the gas. That's the only thing that sucks. You have to pay for the gas. You know what I mean? You get the gas can get expensive if you're using air conditioner. If you're using air conditioner, it's gonna eat gas to an insane degree. Um, let's see what else we got here. Some homeowners will buy you a generator. I heard that, but I've also heard, like from USA Meets Kenya and other people, that a lot of landlords, homeowners here are terrible and they do not practice good business. And can I agree with that. I've seen it. I do think it's best to buy your own land, or you rent in Masaki or Oyster Bay or one of those. If you rent a furnished place, yes, they're gonna tell on you about, like, if you have like a girlfriend or something like that, they'll tell on you if you having chicks over, whatever. But it's cool. It's safe. Everything's going to be taken care of for you. They pay your electricity. The water's free. They pay the water. You get internet. They pay the internet for you. You don't have to pay anything. So electricity alone gets very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Let me get through these comments. I'll give her like 16 minutes. If she doesn't come back, I'll do an hour live, and then the next time I'll get back on live, I think I'll be with J Focus. If not, then I'll be doing my why I left Cartagena video, my experience in Cartagena. I'll be playing clips and stuff. I didn't come prepared for that. I thought this was gonna be. Oh wait, she's here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Add her back to the stage. There we go.
I'm back on my computer.
Okay. Hey, the connection's better now. So whatever you did, it's working. It's working. Working. I'm ready to let you have the floor. People want. I think the audience wants to hear you speak.
I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. I'm struggling here. This is my first time, so.
Yeah, first time. It's all right. There's so many houses for rent in Masaki, but they are expensive. They have pools. Yeah, I mean, Masaki is lit, but they are taxing. And they want you to pay 6 months to a year up front in Masaki for apartments that are like $1,700. You got to pay a year up front. So you're talking upwards of $18,000, $19,000. That's, I mean, I'm not interested in that because you're just throwing money away at that point. You know what I'm saying? You could get your own house, especially go to Kenya, do the 99-year lease if you don't have a local, whatever. Can we own property? I heard we can't, or it's very difficult to own
in Tanzania.
Yeah.
You can if you have a business now, you can purchase it under your business. Your business will be like the leaseholder, the landholder.
Right,
but I do think it's 99 years at a time still.
99 years, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, so yeah, there's an option. There's an option for people, so that's similar to Kenya, but obviously it's easier in Kenya to do. It's more difficult here. So, people are interested in coming back to the motherland. Oh, another thing, I wanted to dispel a lot of the negative rhetoric. So, like, people talking about, like, tribe wars and stuff like that. Have you ever encountered any tribal conflicts in your 4 years in Africa?
I have not in Tanzania. Everybody gets along well. That's why the country is so peaceful. I haven't experienced anything remotely like that here. I don't know how it is in other places, but Tanzania has been very peaceful.
As a woman, can you walk alone?
Oh, say that again?
I said, as a woman, do you feel comfortable walking alone at night?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't.
Okay. That's a real answer.
No, it's not safe to walk at night. If you notice, the women here don't walk at night that much. They're inside most of the time. If they're walking,
I see little girls walking in my neighborhood, like little kids walking at night or whatever. Like they'll walk home.
Well, if they're in a certain area, like, and I know in Masaki in Mbezi when I lived there, the women were inside. After a certain point, I would be out riding a bajaji. There would be like no women walking around. All the men would be out. So it seems like the majority of the women will be inside, but you'll have some people, some of them out, but majority, I don't see them walking at night. Not the local ones unless they're working, they work though. But I mean, just like walking, like for me, I wouldn't feel comfortable walking out because at night people can do stuff to you and nobody sees because they police their own community. So they don't have police. So if you out there at night and somebody's doing something to you, nobody can really see it. So during the day, at least, if somebody's trying to like rob you or do something, which I haven't seen that happen, but if somebody tries to do something to you, there are people outside that can see. But at night, people can do things to you if you're walking and nobody can probably help you because they don't know. It's dark. They can't see. So as a woman, I wouldn't recommend unless you're in Masaki or in Mbezi or those city areas. But like to get to out here in like rural areas, I wouldn't recommend women to walk at night. That's just me. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it.
I could agree with that.
If I had to, I would. Like if I need.
I'm listening. Yeah. If you had to,
because people act different. People act different at night. Some of the men act different at night. They have a different vibe about them sometimes. And I like to be in before dark, actually. I really like to be in before dark, but that's just me.
Okay. Let's see what else we got. We got some good questions I'm gonna try to think of some more questions while I'm reading the comments. I don't know if there's anything you want to key in on or speak on.
You,
Um,
you had asked me if I had brought land. I'm working on the land and building project right now, but
oh, okay.
and
Okay,
it's
good
in
question.
Morogoro.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's under, for me, it's under the business. I created a business called Diaspora Connect LLC. And so it's going to be under the business. And foreigners can't really buy land. So, but you can lease or whatever under a business. So it'll be under the business.
That's cool. That's cool. So what is your business?
So my husband and I are working on that.
Oh, you're working on.
What'd you
Okay. That's cool. I said, what is your business? What is your main business? So for the audience.
It's actually, how all of us do consultations, right? So when I first arrived, I said, let me just make mine legal. So I registered a consultation business.
Okay.
So it's consultations. I do business and travel consultations, just like we all do. But I just made it legal. So it's a legal business where I can hire people to, do stuff that the customers or our clients need. Like they may need, translator. They may need a driver. They may need a dada. They may need a gardener, a security guard. Whatever services that we need as diaspora, I can connect them to someone that can help them. Now, I don't always have those people lined up like I used to because they come and go based on integrity. You got to screen. And then when the integrity level is not where it needs to be, then they drop off and you got to replace. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And in the process, I could, buy land under the business. I can buy a car under the business, a bajaji, a motorcycle, land, whatever under the business. So it's a business asset. So it's not just for me as a foreigner. It's for the business, and it's a local business because I have 2 local partners.
So you need local partners to do a local business, or can you do it totally by yourself?
Yes, you need a local partners to do a local business. If you don't have local partners, then it's a U.S. business, and it's going to be way too expensive. It's going to be like overpriced. But if you get locals, and they do have to have one share more than you. So they have 50%, 49%. 1%, you have 49%. So just one more share more than you. That's not income and assets. That's just shares. So one share more makes it a local business. And so if you have a local business, you get the local prices because you send your locals to do the business stuff for you, to pay for stuff, to buy stuff, to do this. You're going to go with them, but they're going to do the talking. You're going to not say anything. They're going to do all the negotiating for you to get the local price on a lot of stuff that you want to purchase and things you want to do.
Yeah, so for me, I guess if you have a local, you can negotiate because your local is the signature. So I do negotiate. Just my signature. So I do negotiate sides.
Yeah, you can do the negotiating, but if they hear one word of English, that gonna eliminate the local price.
Well, because the problem is she's so young, so they already don't know. So I have to go in. Yeah, she's only 24.
You have to, but you're also a man.
Yeah, so I
right. You're also a man too. So they respect, this culture, this society, they respect men more. But for me, I can't. I'm not. Yeah, I can't do nothing. I have to meet with them and tell them what I want, and then they do it, and I stand there, but I don't say anything. If they talk to me, we go to the side and we talk, and then they go back and they say. So yeah, I'm used to that now. I don't say anything. I just listen. And then we'll go to the side and they'll say, they say it's so-and-so price for a bed or washing machine or stove or whatever I need it. They'll tell me, oh, this one is this. So we off whispering. And then I say, well, I like that one. So they'll go and purchase it Like it's for them, but it's for me. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, yeah. Me, I just got to stand on business. So I get good deals. I don't really have
You
too many
got to.
complaints. I got to. So I got to. So I got forced in a position
But you are
to work.
also a man, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be able to do what you do.
Right.
Because it's
Right.
just this society, and
Society.
I've come to terms with that. Doing business here,
Right.
right. I've come to terms with that, and I tell a lot of
Right.
women that too. You know, in business here, you have to have a kaka to help you
Yes,
to work
I agree.
to do things for.
I agree. 100%. I agree. So I agree
You can't
fully.
come here with that independent. We do business like in America. It don't work like that here.
I could see that. People are saying Landon Masako will run you 500K for a mini plot. Oh yeah, I didn't even look. At Landon Masaki. I have no interest.
Nobody considers Masaki for land. You got to be crazy to consider that.
Like,
Not really. If you got a lot of money, I guess.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
I guess the Mizzou, them, if they got it, you know.
That's people with that oil money going down there, or crypto money.
Right.
Masaki. Because I looked at Mika Cheney.
Even then, you would think that they would take their money and go to Mwanza or Tanga or Mbeya or somewhere and, you know, get more.
Oh, I can't live in Mwanza. Oh my God. The problem with those places is the internet's like, it's bad. The food, I can't do it. I tried it. I gotta live in the city. I could go there for vacation.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I go there. I can't live there. I can't try it. It's only so local.
You couldn't live in Mwanza?
No, because the hospitals in Mwanza aren't that good either. They're okay, but the best hospitals are in Dar es Salaam. So I would want the best healthcare and stuff like that. So Muhimbili, the National Hospital, all that stuff. So they got the best healthcare here for sure. Because Dar es Salaam is a mega city. It's like top 50 cities in the world. Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff moving in places around here. So let me see. What else am I gonna say? How does Masaka compare with the best neighborhood in Nairobi? Probably doesn't. The best neighborhood in Nairobi is probably like insane expensive. Like that's like saying the best neighborhood in Nairobi compared to the best neighborhood in South Africa. South Africa, they got apartments, luxury executive suites going for $250,000 a month. So yeah, I mean it's just it's different. Wow. I would say Nairobi is going to be a step above, or multiple steps above. There's good internet everywhere if you pay. Yeah, I'm paying like $80 something, I think, for my internet. So
that's the most, besides rent, that's the second most expensive thing here, it seems like.
For me, internet. The second most expensive thing is electricity because of the ACs. But yes, I would say rent, AC, and then the internet. And then it's expensive. It is expensive. It does add up. It adds up. It definitely adds up. That's why I got on here.
Yeah, it adds up.
Trying to get
but at least it's not. At least it's not everything, though. At least it's not everything. At least the gas and the water, all that stuff is not.
It's a trade-off. Uber is $2.
Electricity.
You're gonna lose somewhere. You can't. People are looking for perfection. That's what I understand. I'm gonna lose somewhere. You can't win everything. So I understand that.
Right. That's true.
I don't mind it. I don't even complain about my girl complains more than me, and she's from this country about things. I'm like, or even the locals will complain. And I'm like, hey man, And when I say it's Tanzania, they laugh. I'm like, what are we gonna do? It's Tanzania. It's laugh. But I had to report my security for running. So I guess people hate and be a business. Yeah, man. what it is, I noticed too, when you're like okay, if you're a younger person, you're living in Oyster Bay, you're living in Masaki, you got people servicing you. You're like, the housekeepers and stuff, the gardeners, they're seeing this young,
Yeah.
black man, what I mean, that leaving and coming with different girls and stuff, and he's sitting there, he's jealous, so, or that, they see you not working. Yeah, so it's not like a serious issue, but yeah, it'll be like some stuff. Yes, I have experienced some of that crap personally, but it's just, it is what it is. Let me see.
Yes, you have to watch who you, be careful who you trust. You definitely have to be careful who you trust.
Yeah, definitely.
Better buy your own land, start business, then you can buy land under your business. Yep, I would like to see more, and so many Black Americans coming to DC. We want Black diaspora more. Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. I agree with that.
Yeah,
because the prices that we rent, the prices that I've been paying for rent is ridiculous. If I could have used that money to, buy land and build, I wasn't ready at that time, but still, I'm like, man, I spent a lot of money, So you live and you learn.
That's what happened to me living in Oyster Bay and Mississauga. I was living the service apartment life, but I didn't realize I was just draining money, and then I was like, oh man, this is killing my pockets. So
right,
it's just better.
And you got the necessity, you got the comforts, the comfortability like in the West, but honey, it's gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. That's the thing. Africa's cheap. If you live like a local, really cheap. If you live like a local, really, really cheap. But can you do it? That's the question. Can you?
I've been doing it. I actually kind of been doing it. I kind of been doing it.
That's good. That's discipline.
I kind of been doing it.
That's our respect. That's
you think I've been here for going on 4 years? I just met my husband. Well, we just met. We talking, but we just got married in November. And we got engaged in October. But I've been here 3.5 years by myself, and I've been tight, pinching pennies. I really have. But I brought all my furniture too. So I brought all my furniture when I had the money at the time, and then I had everything that I needed. So I could get a unfurnished place that was kind of cheap because I had all the furniture.
And just move it in, right? I like that. But by unfurnished, they really mean unfurnished. Like people
they really
don't even
do.
No stove, no
stove, no refrigerator, no no washing machine, nothing. I had to buy all of that.
No, there's none of that.
I had a couch, bed, stove, refrigerator. I have all that, and when I move, I take it with me.
Yes. That's what I have.
Your rent is cheaper because, like, I was in Masaki. I was in Mbezi, and now I'm in Tegeta, and I'm in a 2-bedroom in Tegeta, and I pay way less than I was paying when I was in Mbezi because I have my own furniture and I get unfurnished. So you can save money that way.
Yeah, I went unfurnished. When I seen it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely doing this. Like, I needed to move. What did they say? Better buy your own land, service. Okay, I think we already read that one. You can own 99 years of business. Very popular.
That's my plan.
Dope. Yeah, for me, luckily, I do have a wife, so it just makes no sense.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. So you can you can do so much more.
Yeah, so I'm not jumping through hoops. I'll just have her sign it. But yeah, like
this is for what people. I plan to do, though, Tony. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is for people to do. This is a dope. People have been asking, so like you providing the business information, I think that's great because a lot of people want to come here and they don't necessarily have a significant other. They've never been in the country and they're they want to do business. So there you go. But they're gonna have to find locals to do business with. So that's also
right. That's the hard, difficult part.
That's the hard part, right? You're probably easier finding
The
someone to
integrity.
fall in love with.
But if you know, one thing about when you register a business, there you sign documents so you can set your business up the way you want it set up. You can say, I'm the CEO, I control operations, so I'm the only one to deal with the money. I give you what I want you to, what I want you to have, and you go do A, B, C, and D. So you're the CEO, right. Like I'm the CEO, and the locals are the managers. They do what you say. You give them what you want, so you control the money. So you don't have to worry about the stealing or anything like that. You give them what you want, and you go with them, and it's kind of, you got to kind of be like that. So,
well, you have to, because I've seen. Okay, for you, what happened? Go ahead. I'll continue afterwards. For you, what happened?
For me, it's consultation. So I get all the money up front, and I just give them money based on what they do. So if people need them to take them places or do things for them, they get money from the customers. But I get all the money up front, so I don't have to worry about nobody taking money.
That's smart. That's smart. I've seen whole barbershop crews get replaced for stealing. Like they fire the whole crew and reset.
Mm-hmm.
So, stealing happens, but it's because the pay disparity. People, the shop could be making 10 grand a day, and they're paying their people, $10 a day for work. So I get why people steal in some of these jobs.
Yeah.
Where people, with like Cape Town Fish Market, for example, they're making like 40 grand a day, and they're paying their employees $100 a month. So
yeah, and they have this new market. They got this new market in Palm Village. It's owned by Chinamen, and they watch them like a hawk. And if they're late, they dock them, I heard. And it's just, it's crazy the way that they're treated. So, I mean, people might have sticky fingers when you're treated like that. You see all this merchandise and you treat it like this. Yeah, they'll take the stuff. So
Chinese not playing.
You just have to watch it. Huh?
I said the Chinese aren't playing when it comes to work. I said I've seen the Chinese work over the Africans. They're not playing. They have them like marching in line. It's like kind of like militaristic.
They do. They
even have them watching.
But in their country, that's that slave labor. That's that slave labor, though. They do that slave labor in their country.
Right.
So they don't care about coming here doing it.
That's
it's just
true.
up to the continent to. It's up to the continent to, set some kind of standard or something, and don't let people just treat their people any kind of way.
Let me see. There are many white foreigners.
But I'm not gonna lie. I see. Oh, okay.
You're not. No, keep talking. I'm just reading the regular chat.
I'm not gonna lie. Being here as long as I have been here in business and stuff like that, my business is small and it's growing, but I kind of see why some people have to watch over, like be kind of hovering over their employees sometimes, because people will be slick. They will be slick and try to take stuff. So you have to kind of watch. And we don't like doing that to people because we don't like people doing that to us. But when it comes to your assets and stuff like that in your business, you got to kind of watch, because people steal, unfortunately. And I know when you deal with poverty, that's in some places that's what happens, but just got to pay attention to your business and your money and stuff like that. Keep your eyes open. In business, even when you have local partners, especially when you have local partners, you just have to pay attention and set your business up to where you control all the money in the bank and everything.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What did you say? There are many white. Yeah, it's a lot of foreigners in Masaki. It's a lot of rich people in Masaki. Some people actually relinquish their citizenships to be a Tanzanian citizen. People don't know that. Some of those white people, they're like German, but they gave up their the German residency to be Tanzania. I met a couple of those guys. Well, I met one in particular, and he was talking to me. He's been here like 12 years, and he gave up his citizenship in Germany. Yeah, to be here with his Tanzanian wife and children, and he's happy. I was like, that's cool. That's cool. I'm always for happiness, like.
Yeah, because Africa's rising.
Yeah, I'm all for happiness.
They see the writing on the wall, and now people back in America talking about, we don't want to go over there. I'm like,
right. Let's talk about that. Let's talk. Why is the mind control still in play when we're in the age of technology? Why are people still thinking we're in Africa? You're gonna get chased by a lion, or there's a baboon hanging out waiting for you, to attack you. Why is that? What's going on?
There's no development, hospitals, and nice houses. And I do videos sometimes from my house, and people say to me in the chat, your place looks nice. And I'm like, thank you. And I'm thinking, like, where do you expect me to live? I don't know. You don't think it's like nice places here? Sometimes I wonder that, because they say that, and I know in America nobody really says that. If you're doing a video in America, your place is nice, but here they see it. Your place is nice. No,
well, because
that's going to build a house in these outskirt areas, but then you are living with. What you say, Tony?
Oh, he's that is true though. If you're in the outskirts, you're gonna have issues with electricity, water, and traffic. Because even like requesting, like when I was looking for land, and that was a big thing for me, and this is why I'm gonna end up having to spend more money than I wanted to at first, because when you like request for bulk, it says like 20 minutes for a car to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy. That's if you're like way zigzag.
What area is your land in?
I think that was Umbagala something like that. I forgot Umbagala, something like that. I remember the name.
How far out from the city are you? How far out?
From Tegeta, it was like 20 minutes. It was like, the main road to Tegeta, so it was like going off the main road like 20 minutes.
Like Wazo Hill? Wazo? The main road, Wazo Hill?
I think that's the name. I'm not sure. I don't
know.
I just remember
the hill that goes way up. Okay.
I don't even remember the street name, just the route, the way to get there, and like the landmarks. Let me see what else he's saying. For me, it's just the best to go back to the USA and live in a nice place. Yeah, man. If you want to live in the US, stay in the US, bro. Like the thing is, people in the US are depressed. People don't have love. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't have love in their lives.
And then the economy is really getting hit hard. The economy is the value of the dollar is going down, and the economy is getting hard. So you need to be in a country where at least you got some value of the US right now. So like Tanzania or whatever, anywhere on the continent to where you could try to buy land or something and put your money in the earth. So if the value goes completely you'll have your land and your food, your vegetables, you have your roof. So that's the goal, is to get land, food. So if the economy crashes, the system crashes, the dollar falls, you'll have your land, you'll have your food, vegetables, your water, you can live, you can survive. So that's kind of what people should be looking to do. If you're gonna stay in America, looking to do it there, but I don't know, because with the migrant situation, it's so many guns there. It's just not the safest place.
We got someone. So we got someone talking about 2-week visas. I never heard of a 2-week visa. Have you ever heard of a 2-week visa in Tanzania?
Never heard.
I never heard of 2-week visa. And you've been here 4 years. I've been here a little over 2 years.
Yeah, I never heard of that. Maybe it's another country.
the extreme poverty. I mean, there's some poor people here, but you got to remember, people here are more humane than in the United States, so they will give their fellow man food. If you go to someone's house and you say, "Can you help me?" They'll give you rice. They'll give you ugali. They'll give you some chapati. Am I wrong with this? You've been here
No,
a
you're
couple
right.
years
And then
longer.
another thing I tell people here are not going to starve. You know why? Because wherever you go, you got, like in my yard, we got avocado. I mean, we got lemongrass, and we got aloe vera. We got stuff growing on the trees. Most places in Africa, they got food or fruit or something growing on the tree. They got maize, corn, tomatoes. You're gonna have food everywhere that you can pick off a tree. Nobody's going to starve here. So even in extreme poverty, they're not going to starve because there's food that grows on the trees. They got water, they got ocean, they can catch fish. So nobody here is going to starve. So that's not true. Nobody's starving here. When I went to Morogoro, it was fruit growing off of trees. We saw the fruit and vegetables on the trees. When you buy houses here, everybody got some kind of something in their yard. Diaspora got avocados, they got bananas, they got trees everywhere with fruit that we don't even know the name of it, but it's food. You're not going to starve. You're not going to starve here. I don't care. I've been here long enough to see that these people are not going to starve. They know how to survive. And you got, the earth is bringing forth fruit and food and vegetables to take care of them and to take care of us. That's why we need to be over here too.
So was told me about 2 week visa. See, and that's the thing. You guys are getting information from people that don't travel. Like, she's another nomad. We both live in the same country. She lives probably like 30 minutes or less from me. You know what I'm saying? She's been here 2 years longer than me. And we're telling you, opposing what you're saying right now, and you haven't been here. There's a lot of I heard in America. Oh, I heard the zebras will bite you if you don't, walk out your door backwards. It's just always something retarded. I'm sorry not to say retarded. Something that doesn't make sense. Is this thing that even when I told the African people, continental Africans, that in America they say Africans are like cannibals and you'll get hit with the blow dart and eaten. And they'd be like, you guys are stupid enough to believe that. And it's like, damn, we are in a technological age. Why do we believe this dumbass rhetoric? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's ridiculous. And then with the ones that are here, this is what I've noticed since I've been here. I tell people stuff, and I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, Tony, maybe so. A lot of people question sometimes with women, some of the men be like, yeah, some people just think you don't know what you're talking about because you're a woman. But I've been here long enough, and I tell people things and they still don't believe it. You live in huts and they don't have development, and they don't have hospitals, and they don't have stuff for our hair. People, we got sisters in America thinking you can't do your hair. You ain't gonna be able to do your hygiene up. I'm like, they got a mall. They have a mall here. Everything that you need for your hair, if you have the natural hair, they got stuff, or you can use natural stuff. It's nothing here that I need, that I'm wanting, that I didn't get in America. I just have to change the name of the products that I get. So I may not be able to get this brand, but they have a more natural brand, for whether it's for my hair, my skin, what I eat. Everything is more natural and it's better for us anyway. So no, we may not have all the name brands that you're used to or accustomed to in America, but you can find everything that you need. It's nothing that I'm wanting for since I've been here. I mean, if people come and they ask me, do you want me to bring you something? It's usually a name brand something. But other than that, this place has everything we need. You won't come here and feel like you're missing out. Yes, it's not as developed, but it's developing, it's growing. And besides, we need to be living off grid anyway. We need to be living more natural anyway. So let's go back to the country and let's get some land, plant our own food and vegetables, build our own house, get our own animals. That's what we're supposed to be doing anyway. So we should do it. We should do it.
Oh, hey, shout out, Hustle. I just seen your email. I'm gonna respond to it later. But no, yeah, I agree. and that's why I like talking. I love when people like talk about false narratives, you know, bring up something that's false so I could address it. And I'm not addressing it in a mean way. Don't feel attacked. You know, it's just people say things and it's like, okay, just like, okay, so he's in Rwanda, right? You know, people talk about Rwanda, the Hutus and the Tutsis. They still talk about like it's still going on, but it's not. It's up to us to do the independent research to see for ourselves. Okay, I'm Tanzanian. I'm aiming to be a big Afro chain restaurant nightclub. I'm still stacking up my bread with my family. Hey man, go big or go home. That's what's up. Go big or go home. A lot of people are investing out here. Like the people that open warehouse, I know they're happy. They're making money. They're making money. And then he said African Americans told me about 2-week visas. But yeah, man, you can't listen to a lot of these people that come on vacation. They just be talking dumb shit. Like they think you could find a traditional girl at Elements. So you just gotta listen. I mean, it's just I don't know. To me, I look at who I'm talking to, what they're talking about, does it make sense, and I do the math. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't come up with summaries on their own. I don't know, but yeah, I hope that it works out for people. But let me see what we got going on here. It's good at first, but you're getting tired of fruit and banana every day. Give me unlimited Chipotle. Yeah, I mean, see, yeah, I agree. It gets tiring, but your body will look better than it's ever been. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthier than I've ever been.
And you won't be hungry. You won't be starving. And guess what? You can cook fruit and bananas different ways for different types of meals. You can spice it up. You can add it with other stuff. That's not the only thing. You got the vegetables. You got mchicha, all these greens and all these tomatoes and onions. Mchicha, spinach, I mean, they got all kind of green vegetables that you can just. It's good for you. You know, it's healthy, nutritious, and it's cheap. And not like Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. It's a little bit more pricey, and then all that meat, not so much meat. You don't have to have cuckoo all the time. Chicken. So
I'm not gonna lie.
It's just. Mm-hmm.
I eat chicken and like I eat chicken like every day. I eat chicken like every day.
Black people love chicken.
Hey, that's the truth, But some about that chicken.
But at least we have the real chicken here. We have the real meat here. Yeah. It ain't GMO, so you can eat it.
Yeah.
They have goat, lamb. You see they animals, Roman chicken. You have the cow. You see that. You know that's real meat.
I seen someone behead a goat from a tree yesterday when I was driving around. I thought that was pretty crazy. Like it was like you seen the head of the goat on the floor. I seen them kill chickens, but a goat head's pretty big. It was pretty brutal. I was like, oh, damn, it's pretty brutal. But they're eating the goat.
Eating, though. That's some good eating.
Yeah. They're eating the goat. It's not going away. Not going. Let's try to keep this going for like let's go 2 hours. Get to it. We could try to do this more too. It was cool. This is a cool. Love the collaboration.
It got better towards the end when I got my technology together.
Right. Hey, this is your first time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad we can show unity because, like, we see the gender war going on in America, and have you noticed the focal point is on blacks? Like they're targeting blacks as the face of the gender war in America, like black men, black women. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure you weren't lagging.
Are we freezing up again?
Yeah, it got back. It was for a second, but yeah. Okay. So what do you think about that? Do you think they're trying to put blacks against each other more? People of African descent against each other more in America? Okay.
Yes, they are. Because first of all, they don't want us to come together with the continental Africans. That's the first thing. And, a lot of diaspora are leaving at high numbers coming over to Africa. They said this is historic, the amount of Black Americans or African Americans that are leaving the West and coming over to Africa. And then they want to have us and our men fighting each other at each other's throats, just have us hating each other, because if we all hate each other, then we won't be having kids. See, we are one of the second ones that's having, well, the top ones that still having the most children, reproducing. Us and the people, Indians, we're still highly, but everybody else's birth rate is going down. So if they have us hating each other, then we won't be coming together. They have us gay, going to each other, so we won't be having babies. That's the ultimate thing. They don't want us to reproduce. So whatever they have to do to have us killing each other, hating each other, then going with the same person, like the same gender, then that eliminates the children, and then that cuts down on our birth rate. But we can't allow that. So we must be proactive in loving our men, loving our women, loving each other, staying together. Yeah, it's not easy all the time, and it's a struggle sometimes, but we got to know what the plan is of us. We're always the poster children on everybody's always coming for us all the time. But I see the plan clearly. Our birth rate is not dropping, and they're not happy. Even the diaspora that came over here, so many women had babies over here that I know that came from America. They're breaking the curse. They're having babies over here where they originate from. So they're breaking that curse of us, on the slave ships going over there. So many are having babies. It's wonderful. I tell them, keep them having the babies, because we're creating a new generation over here. So yeah, it's beautiful to see. I love to see our people doing that. I mean, and even us coming over here, marrying locals marrying us, men coming together, women connecting diaspora and local Africans, getting married, having kids, like, oh, that's great. That's what we need to do to remain strong. We need each other. So whether we get married, even if we married and we come from the West and we come together, we raise our children over here with our brothers and sisters on the continent. So that's what we need to be doing.
Mm-hmm. I agree. We learn from them, and it's evident, but it seems like it's mainly nomads noticing the war on like procreation and children. Like, they're trying to turn the children gay. Some of my friends have children in America in school, and it's ridiculous. In first grade, they're asking you, what do you feel like today? It's crazy, It's a crazy time in America. A lot of people have come out, Black American families have come out here to protect their children from what's going on. They don't want their children caught up. They're doing homeschooling. Even the continental Africans see what's going on. I talked to the guys at the gym, and they're like, the Western influence is spreading even to here. It's crazy. People are pretty knowledgeable of what's going down. It's sad, though, they're using Black America to push the gender war and transgenderism. And
that is.
It's sad that, and people aren't catching on. It's like they're just fueling the fire, throwing more. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just Black men talking about Black women talking about Black men, but they don't realize we need to come together. We need to stop that shit. Like, they're letting other races disrespect us. I mean, it's getting crazy. I see it on social media. I'm just posting my channel. You know what I'm saying? I just post my channel, doing my promotion, but I see like just the hate memes for days and stuff. It's like, wow, we really hate each other that much. People are even saying, I've even seen some things where Black men are saying our natural enemy is the Black woman. I don't agree with that. I'm in Africa. I don't agree with that. I love my women. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love my people.
That's the trigger I was talking about to keep us from coming together and having children. All of the goal to keep us apart is for us not to procreate, because we're one of the only ones that our birth rate is not decreasing. Africans are top number one, having the most babies. So even Black Americans or African Americans, we're having more babies in America than any other nations or people. So yeah, they want us at each other's throats so we won't come together. But that's still not stopping us from having kids, because the brothers still having babies. Women still having babies. We should do it right. We should still do it. We should do it correctly, but we're still procreating. And they just want to stop
that. I don't know what's gonna happen in America. It seems like hate is the new fuel for people. Like, it's just hate us against this group, just oppositions. Like, you pick your side, you have to pick a side. I could imagine the workforce, what it must be like in professional settings, like saying the wrong thing, being ostracized. Because it was like that in the federal government before I left. They would ostracize you if you say the wrong thing or whatever. You're against this person. You want to vote for Trump.
Right.
They're just following the status quo. People don't even realize they're just marionettes. Marionettes. But I enjoy my time in Africa, though. Have you learned Swahili?
Yes, I know enough to function by myself. I don't speak it fluently, but I can function by myself. So in Morogoro, they don't speak that much English. So I have to speak it more. I get more practice. But yeah, I know how to say everything I need, like as far as food, the bathroom, the necessities, and even the greetings I know. So yeah.
Oh, we got someone asked where the Black American, where is it? Is that Black women? Where it's seeing Black American
experts over my loyalties. Oh, let's see, single Black American women in TZ needs dating apps. Well, all they have to do is when they come, most of them, they come and then they just, in their daily activities, they meet. Like even with me, in my daily functions, I used to meet brothers all the time. The women meet brothers, the men meet the women. So we just come and we go out to eat, you hang out or go out to Zanzibar or wherever you go, you meet people all the time. So it's just, it just takes time to get to know who is right for you, so it takes time. I thought I was going to maybe marry a local because I was here and I was like, it's probably going to be a local. But then again, I met my husband and everything. He's from America. I kind of was glad because a relationship is kind of difficult already. And then the language barrier just adds to the difficulty. Some people enjoy it, but for me, I'm a little bit older. And I was just thinking a relationship is already kind of difficult when we both speak English. So if we have the language barrier, the communication issue, I don't know how that would have turned out. So, but I was open.
I have a question. So, have you seen like on YouTube people saying Black American women are having a hard time dating in Tanzania? Did you see that video or that title?
I have not seen that video, but I can understand why.
Do you think that's true or no? Do you think that's
it is true?
It is true. Okay.
You know why it's true? Because most of the men, not only that, most of the men here, they get married young. Most of the Tanzanian men, they get married young. And they get married young. So when we come over here, most of the men are already taken. They're married already. So a lot of them, they do the polygyny. So they have a lot of women. They share women. So a lot of the women that come over here from the West, we're not used to sharing men. So it's a problem because for me, when I was single, before I met my husband, and he's not from here, but I met 3 men, all married, trying to talk to me. All 3 had a ring on their finger, trying to talk to me. And I'm like, brother, ain't you married? And they're like, well, yeah, it's okay. And I'm like, but you got a ring on your finger. And it's like three in a row, three different ones, and it was they were all saying the same thing, and I'm just like, and I was told that by a local brother. Say, at my age, for me, at my age, if I meet someone, it's gonna have to be someone that's already married here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was like, well, we'll see, because I always felt like it's gonna be that one special person that is gonna be available. But I end up meeting, all praises to the Most High. I end up meeting my husband. He's from New York now. So, but yeah, I was told that, and I've a couple of girlfriends I talked to that they had similar situations where they dated men that had somebody. Like it's just hard to find someone that's just like single. But there are, because Traveling Sister, she got married here. I don't know. I think you know who she is. And then Jules on the Run, she got married here. And they both have local husbands. So it's possible to meet somebody that's single and that, you're married. So it's just, I don't know. It just depends on the individual, I guess. But it was not easy for me. I was like, can I meet somebody that's single? Can I just have somebody try to talk to me that's at least available? I don't feel comfortable talking to somebody with a ring on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was
definitely a different culture. The women here don't mind, but there are women that do mind. The traditional women do mind, but the less traditional women don't mind being on the side and stuff like that. But the traditional girls are not.
And then it's a lot of Muslims here too. Muslims, it's a lot of Muslims here, and they have 4 wives. So
it's a lot of
it's kind of cultural for the Muslim men to have 4 wives. So yeah. So it's the whole sharing piece that we're not really used to. Yeah. We're not used to that in the West, of the sharing the men thing. So that could, that's kind of a challenge. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've met a couple Black American ladies. Like I said, they've all been cool. Everybody, I would say, if anything, the dudes are more hesitant in speaking than the Black American women. The Black American women want to talk and stuff, but like the dudes are the Black American dudes mainly just want to keep to themselves, want to keep it moving, ain't trying to chop it up. Have you heard anything about the Black American community being toxic in any countries you've been to, like the nomad community?
They were a bit, when I first got here. I was in this group called Tanzania Repats. I was like one of the admins for the biggest group. And when I say that thing was so toxic, that's only because when you first come over here from America, you got PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, PTSD. You got one of them or both of them. We all do. But see, we're in that environment, and it's so toxic, right? You don't realize that you have this until you come into this beautiful, peaceful environment. Everybody normal, right? And then you start acting a fool because you got to get healed. So yeah, it was toxic. When they first come over here, they need time to heal. I needed I've been here for 4 years, and it took me about 2 years to feel not triggered and impatient and just frustrated. And yeah, it took me 2 years or 3 years to get healed, because I didn't like white people, I didn't like this person, and I was just angry, and everything was bad. Yeah, I had to heal. So I think it's right. The time is right now that I'm getting married, because I think I got to work out all the issues that I had. And it's a lot of people that come over here. They got a lot of issues. The men and the women, they've been broken. They've been disrespected. They've been mind controlled in the militaries and the policemen, and they do something to your mind, and you need healing. So sometimes it takes a minute for you to sit down and relax and let go sit by the ocean, walk in the sand, just relax, go do what you do, and just to get healed before you start bringing that off here, because then these people be thinking we crazy because we acting a fool up in here, and
they call us animals. They call us animals. Yeah, they say we act like animals.
We have been acting. I've seen some of us act a fool up in here.
Me too.
That's why I think I did a video. I have a video called "The Good, the Bad, and Ugly of Tanzania," and I talked about that. And I was only here 1 year and 6 months when I did that video, because I was saying some of us come over here and we act a fool and we make all of us look bad, because then they have a bad taste in their mouth for all of us. And the guys, your Uber drivers, you would say to me, you're very are you know, they would be shocked that I'm Black American, you know. They say you're very charming, like they would say that I'm so nice and all this, but they've had experiences where people have been rude, loud, some of the women rude, loud, entitled, throwing a fit when they don't get their way, and it makes all of us look bad. So you have to set, like me, I feel like I have to set the example wherever I go, because you don't want them to think that we're all like this. You got to show them that we're all different. So I want to be that example of being calm in a stressful situation. And if if the flat tire, or if I'm late or something happens, I'm like, you know, no problem. Hamnashida, no problem. You know, I'm relaxed. I'm poly, like I'm not overreacting. Yeah, because I've seen some women, like one lady, I helped her come. I did a consultation, right? Had a guy go pick her up from the airport. She go to use the ATM and her card gets taken in. You know, sometimes that happens. So she had a fit. She was yelling at the airport, and I was I was so speechless because her behavior. And I said, sis, I was like, calm down. I said, it's gonna be okay. That's all I got. That's my money. Like, she was like, we was at the airport, and everybody was looking at her, and she was so loud. And that's when I saw it, and I said, you know, I was speechless because I kept trying to calm her down. Like, sis, we're gonna get your card back. Just calm down. My son did that when he came. My son came, stayed for 2 weeks in October.
My family, yeah.
He didn't know the language, and he was at the airport, and I was talking to him. He was like, Mama, they trying to tell me that they don't take my card. I said, Antonio, calm down. I said, calm down. Calm down. He said, they don't understand what it was like. He was like overreacting. Yeah. And I said, breathe. I said, calm down. I'm on my way. I said, you know, just calm down. I said, because we don't need them folks to be telling you, turn around and go back because you're acting crazy. So, because you know, he at the airport, they could have easily said, look, get back on that plane and go back where you came from. So yeah, it's the environment it's a hostile environment.
Hostile.
So
especially towards our own.
Yes. And so when we come over here, yes, we got to be healed. And the ones who've been here, and it seems like the older ones are a little bit more settled. The older diaspora, in their emotions, they're a little bit more stable.
Right, sure. Right.
Yeah, emotionally. But the younger ones are a little bit they need to be healed. They need to take time to decompress and just, you know, relax and sit down for a little bit before they even start doing business and doing this and running around and doing this, because they come from an environment that's like this, and then they get here and they start doing that here. So it's just a matter of being healed. They just, you know, just need to just take time to heal. But yeah, we all broken, and I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen the toxicity. It's not good. And then we do it to each other. We get in these with diaspora groups, everybody talking about each other, taking people's ideas, stealing from and this and that, and lying on folks, and this. It's a nightmare. Yeah.
So, a nightmare.
That's why I'm kind of by myself a lot. I've seen that because I was feeling the anxiety. I felt like I was back in the US when I was in the groups like that. I said, I feel my heart feels like I'm in America, so I have to back off. Yeah.
I noticed that like a lot of expats, that's why I bring it up when I'm talking to expats, because vacationers it's different. You know, the mindset's different. You live here your whole life here. A vacationer, they're here for a little bit of time, they're going back home, that's it. So like I noticed that expats have been saying, not just here, but American expat communities in general are pretty toxic. And I've seen how some of the group chats go, you know, name calling, revealing personal information on people, putting it on YouTube, things that can hurt people's feelings. But it's all directed at their own people. It's like they don't use none of this energy on other races, and I just don't understand why. It's like, okay, if your goal is to expose frauds and things of that nature, it wouldn't just be limited to people that look like you. You know, you would go out and get everybody who's doing it. That would be your what your channel's about. But I noticed a lot of people specifically target us, and I think that's from the self-hate taught in the West. You know, they hate themselves. People hate being black. They just don't want to admit it. They hate being black. You know, it's a lot of Uncle Ruckuses. People just don't want to admit it. Yeah, man. And it's sad that
that's true. And they've been taught. It's deep. It's deep seated within them. Sometimes people don't even realize that they're like that. They have that deep self-hatred and they take it out on their own brothers and sisters, you know, talking about each other's house and just stuff that we shouldn't be, you know, it's crazy. And for me, I had to think, I'm like, I'm too old for this. Like, I'm too old for this. Like, I had to step back. I'm like, I'm way too old for this. All this drama and this, you know, it's, people just need to be healed because they're just broken. And you just, when you come here, somebody said to me once that Africa will reveal yourself, your true self to you when you come here. You will find out, it will reveal your true nature to you. You get here, these people get here and they get to flipping or they have a family and they leave the family and they break up. It's so much going on when they get here. So it's like revealing there's something that's in them to themselves, or people see what's in that, things that they didn't see in the West, they come here and they see it, you know. So
some people can handle it, some people
somebody
can't.
said, your Tanzanian husband, Wanda, is your Tanzanian husband like your girl? He's not Tanzanian.
Yeah, you said he's from New York. I guess
my husband, yeah, my husband is he's from America. He's from New York, and he is 10 years older than me. So he's a little bit older than me.
There's people like way older than you on YouTube trolling younger people, you know, like it's crazy. Like YouTube, I didn't know there's so many different spaces in YouTube. And there's parts of Black YouTube that are just like the anus of YouTube. It's like, wow. You know, like you're just attacking young people. So it's crazy. I see there's a lot of different little troll pages, but I just wonder why they don't go at other races. Why is it only Black people? I don't know. It has to be self-hate. That's the only thing I can think.
I think it's jealousy.
Jealousy, right? It might be jealousy. Yeah, you're right. No, that's a big one too. See, I try not to use the jealousy thing too much because I don't want to run away with an ego, you know. But the truth is, yeah, people do, because they don't know, like, okay, you're nomad, I'm a nomad, but that doesn't mean it's a luxurious nomadic life, right? We could be living very normal, very normal, just peaceful. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can go all day or days without the internet and outside communication. You know what I'm saying? I learned that being here, that it taught me that it slowed me down. Like you said, it helped heal me a lot. The anxiety from the West, like I learned Black people time is a real thing. Africans take their time. They're not rushing to get to places. They're not.
That's what we got. We got it from them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's pretty cool. I got someone. Hey, how you doing, Karibu?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for asking, brother. So,
So what's the topic about today?
we were just talking about just revealing some truth, shedding light on false narratives about Africa. She's been in Tanzania 4 years, so she's just saying some of the things she experienced. Just a conversation, really.
Okay. I'm going to Juba, South Sudan to get married this July. I got a homeboy that's from Washington D.C. and I met him in Honolulu last year when I was living in Honolulu. And to make a long story short, I've been chatting with homegirl on WhatsApp and sending her pictures and stuff like that. But I just wanted to know um, when it comes to East Africa and West Africa, I kind of get like, what I'm saying? Like some of my folks say that West Africans are better than East Africans. And then, from what I've seen is that East Africans are not as like materialistic and worried about money, education, class rank as East Africa. Is that true?
So yeah, so okay, I don't want to say better than or worse than, but East Africans are less materialistic than West Africans. West Africa is going to be more modernized, more like America, right? So
Hmm.
that aspect, yeah. But some people enjoy that, so I'm not demonizing that as good or bad. So if you want a less materialistic place, then I would say East Africa is less materialistic. So, and I can say that. What up, Charles
Yeah,
Clark? I hope you're doing good, brother. So, did that answer your question?
kinda. And then in terms of the food, are the foods better in West Africa or East Africa? In
Oh, I
terms
don't
of
know.
like the
Uh,
yeah, like for where you're at, do y'all
West
have like
Africa has the best food for sure.
okay, she tell you that she knows. She knows.
okay,
You
so
know,
West Africa has the best
West
food for
Africa
sure.
I've been
for sure.
I've
Check
been to Ghana, and the food was the Ghanaians cook like Jamaicans, so they really season their food,
it.
and so Nigerians do too. So
That's where
East
Jamaicans get it
Africa,
from.
they don't use a whole lot of seasoning. They like their food more
No.
natural, so they don't use a whole lot of spices like that. It's more natural
Hmm.
flavor. They like the natural flavor. But in West Africa, they be putting it down. They do like the Jamaicans, like they season their food. So their food was a lot. I like Ghana's food a lot better than Tanzanian food. But I've learned to love Tanzanian food because it's natural, it's very healthy, and it's you can put your own seasoning in it. If you come
Yeah.
from the
Right.
West, you just
Right.
find your own mixture of seasonings, and you can doctor it up. But they're really natural. They like natural food more, the flavor, the natural flavor of the food. And also the temperament of the people in East Africa is different from West Africa. I would say West African temperament is kind of close to the US temperament. They speak up, they move. I mean, even Kenya too. I ain't gonna lie. Kenya people be on it too. But
Yeah.
Tanzanian, they're kind of laid back, poly. They will relax. They're not rushed. Look, they could be an hour and a half late. I was meeting my attorney. He was an hour and a half late. He walked in there like he was on time. He was walking slow. He was smiling like, yeah. They really
Hmm.
Yeah.
they're very relaxed.
I love
Okay,
it.
because the woman that I'm talking to from South Sudan, Juba, is actually her mom owns a restaurant in Nairobi, Kenya, but
Oh,
she's
no.
from South Sudan.
Okay.
But from what I noticed about her is that she's like dark. You know what I'm saying? Like she's dark and she's very, very respectful. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know whether that's a East African trait, but she's very, very like respectful, and she's like old school, like wants a family, wants to have a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? Is asking me, questions about how many children I want, and things like that I don't really get in what I'm saying, America with the black girls here. The black girls here are more like, what I'm saying, like take me out to the mall, write me letters, get me something for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? They're more like, you know, they're more encompassing, but I don't know what it is, but it's like they're very humble in East Africa. Is there a difference in terms of the women in Tanzania compared to the women in Kenya or in Ghana, Miss Wanda?
I haven't
Tony.
dated in Ghana, but
Oh, me? Oh,
Wanda. Okay, Wanda, go ahead.
okay. The women, well, I went to Ghana and I noticed that the women in Ghana, well, the temperament is different.
Hmm.
The Tanzanian, and Tony can probably speak to Tanzanian women, Kenyan women are more, I would say they more like cultural, and they fit in that patriarchal type. A lot of them that vibe of the husband have a role, the wife have a role. They know their role in the family, so they're raised to fit in that role. So that's what they're raised to do: be a wife, have kids, cook, take care of family. That's their dream. That's what they're raised to do. In the West, we're not raised to be like that. We're raised to do business and all that, so we don't have that. We miss that piece of the wife preparing to be a good wife, mother, take care of your household, cook, wash clothes, and all that stuff. We miss that. Not that we don't do it, but the East African, I would say overall, the East African women, from what I noticed, are very cultural, and they're very in that role. They're very feminine and in that role. Like they don't raise their voices. They don't raise their voices at their men. Like they don't argue with their men. Even if they don't agree with their men, they won't. I've never heard a East African woman arguing with a man. You hear us
They
all the
don't argue,
time,
man. Period.
but you don't. They
Yeah,
don't
they
do
don't
that.
argue.
And even if they don't agree, they won't say. Yeah,
Hmm.
they don't
Gotcha,
argue. I
gotcha.
have never heard. I lived in a apartment with four. I was the only foreigner and all locals, couples, and everything. Never, not one time heard an argument. And I'm like, do they argue? Not even a disagreement. Like nothing. Like, yeah, they don't do that, and so they fit right in that role, and that's what we can learn from them. But on the Ghanaian side, that's kind of different because they speak loud. They talk loudly like we do. It's like I say, the temperament of America is up here. Then Ghana is right here in Nigeria, but then Tanzania is in this area. So
Okay. You got a question, Wanda. Another one, and then I'll get to you, travel spot. But you
okay,
got another question.
the single is this the single. This one on here. Are there a lot of single elder men out here? There are a lot of single men out here, single elder men out here. They hang out around wrong spots where them single Black American women hang around because my bro 32, look, for one, he expert and own. Okay, so hanging out in clubs is not a good way to really meet a good person. So
Right.
probably have to look for other ways to meet people.
I've
Like
been saying.
doing things like a expo, right? Expos, or just doing other stuff besides clubbing and partying and stuff. Um, Try to look for going other. Like for me, I was single, but I didn't go to a lot of um, expo different things. I went to like markets and different stuff. So I was hoping to meet somebody while I'm going to the market, going shopping. The fruit stand, or just moving around, not at a club or party or anything like that. So
The mall.
it's right, the mall, right. And then there's a language barrier too. So we're not in certain environments where some single men may be. For example, when I was single, I went to the airport and I went to the airport to pick up somebody, and I saw all these men that looked like my age because most of the Africans, there are a lot of younger. The population is young here in Africa. It's like 30 and under. It's a lot of 30 and under men, but over 30, it's hard to find single men over 30. A lot. But when I went to the airport, they're working in the airport, like immigration, security, and they were like all in the airport. And I was thinking, this is where I need to be hanging at. This is at the time when I was single. But I saw the older men. They said that they don't really hang out a lot because they're like at home. They're like homebodies. So they don't go clubbing and all that stuff. But they might hang out at like places where the game, the soccer, watching the soccer game. And then at that point, they're together and you don't speak the language, but they do. So it's kind of hard when you don't speak Swahili to try to mingle in a group where everybody's speaking Swahili and you don't know it. So
Makes sense. Makes sense.
what's the security level, Tony?
Compared to Brazil, oh, very safe. Very safe. Yeah, very. You don't have to worry. I mean, you don't really have to worry at all. The other guy that came up to the panel, did you have anything to say, brother? My bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's up, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
All right. Yeah. Greetings to everybody. I just wanted to say, like, we need to have more conversations like this, and I feel like we need to like get to the point of how are we going to, if we're going to stay here, we want to come here and we want to like integrate into the culture and all that. Like we really need to be more organized and really, put all that BS to the side. Like you guys said, the toxic, attitudes that and extra baggage that we come here with. And we really need to like kind of grow or start our own community. You know what I mean? Because I come back and forth from California, like I be hustling. You know what I'm saying? I bring products out for the like last 7 or 8 years. I've been bringing products from California. Like I go every 2 or 3 months, and I've been getting money. That's how I'm living in Masaki. You know what I mean? And this is Africa. Everything's not by the book. So, we thinking that we have to always get these licenses and do things the proper channel. Nobody does nothing proper here. It's about
You're
who
right.
you know and making a way. You feel me? And I think we really need to, iron sharpen iron with each other and really get on the same page so we can stop complaining and being mad and disgruntled and not making it out here. A lot of us end up leaving, and we got ill feelings towards the motherland and all that type stuff because we not being real with ourselves. We got to humble ourselves and we got to make it happen. You feel me?
No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. I agree with that. A lot of people do leave and they talk bad about the motherland, and it could be something that was their fault. They didn't make it because they didn't work hard enough or they didn't connect enough. Something they lacked. That's the truth. It's just ethic, work ethic. I agree with you, man. But I think these online platforms is a good start. These all get people comfortable, at least conversing before in-person meetings and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like gain some comfortability with people you don't know.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you say you live in Masaki. That's cool, man. That's cool.
But I've been here for 10 years. I lived in Temeke. I lived in Senza. I done lived in Kanduchi. I done lived all over Dar es Salaam. So I done lived in the slums and the ghettos, and now I made it to the good side. My father is from Tanzania, rest in peace, but he passed away years ago. But I was born and raised California. So even the funny thing is, like she was talking about the English, just be quiet, let somebody get the good price for you. even me being my name's being Tanzanian, Swahili, and all that, I'm treated like an American. I'm Zungu. You know what I mean? Even though my father is Tanzanian, so you know you gotta just kind of you got to soak everything up out here and kind of accept it. You can't challenge every single thing, try to correct everybody. You just got to take it how they perceive you, and once you show who you are, they're gonna respect you for who you are. But when they don't know you, they just gonna judge you based on what they know so far. You feel me?
No, that's real. That's real. That's real. That's why, I realized, like they said, everything don't require power. So you don't need to get like super flustered and raising your voice.
For
You can
sure.
talk calmly and fix. I learned a lot from Tanzanians. Like people brush off Africans like they're just inferior, and some African places like Uganda know that certain Americans have that outlook of them. So they may have a little resentment. So that's why I come on equal footing with everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Or I treat them like how I would treat people in America. Like well, you know what I'm saying? Not like fucked up or nothing like that. But
Yeah,
10 years, man, long time.
I feel like sometimes we forget what we came from. You know, we want to. It's almost like we want to be treated like royalty or something out here. Like we don't want people just to be themselves. We want to be like, don't do that to me. Like, all this scam. Like, I'm so tired of YouTubers like saying how they get scammed out here. It's not scam. Is you gotta have some street smarts. You was game goofy. They got over on you. You didn't get scammed. It's just that you can't be no square. You know what I mean? You can't go to a whole different continent and just think that everybody just finna treat you like they know you the whole life. They out here struggling. We barely got electricity every day. Sometimes we ain't got waters. People ain't got, they people don't got money like that. So what do you think? They can't afford a plane ticket to go across the world. So they're looking at you like you got money.
That's
Sometimes
true.
we take things for granted and we don't understand like how we look to other people. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta when they say, in Rome, do like the Romans, we in Africa, this is a third world country. That means something. It means it's not developed like where we came from. So we need to put our mindset where we're at and understand that, hey, to somebody, you food. You go to Compton, you go to South Central Watts, you food. You feel me? You're not from there. They're going to eat you up even worse than these Tanzanians. So we need to stop, being on the high horse and acting like, these people are beneath us or, why are they treating us like this and like that? And you need to get in where you fit in.
Right. Absolutely.
Hey, homie, what part of Cali you from? Right here. Oh.
Sacramento, Pomona, yeah, I didn't live all over.
Okay, I'm in LA right now.
For sure. Yeah, I'm be in LA in a couple of days. I'm finna hop on a flight in a few days.
Oh, for sure. Good luck with that, man.
Appreciate you.
It's raining out here though.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
It's raining
It's
where?
raining out. It's raining in California. There's a flash flood.
Oh, is
What
that
up,
right?
Jay Focus?
Yeah, it's been raining for the past 2 days, like nonstop. There's a flash flood alert.
That's crazy.
In Southern California.
Oh
I was
no.
finna drive from the Bay to LA when I got to Frisco, so I guess
Oh
I'll
yeah,
catch something somewhere.
that's cool, man. That's
It's
cool, man.
interesting.
But yeah, Wanda, you know what my brother told me? My brother told me he said that deal with the West African, don't deal with the East African because the East Africans come from Ham and they're not Hebrew Israelites like the West Africans. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're all black people. But there's this like stereotype going around that people are saying that East Africans are former Egyptians. Have you heard anything like that?
No, I haven't heard that. Have you,
Oh,
Wanda?
okay.
They don't. They
No.
don't even care about stuff like that. To be honest, like they're very like easygoing. Like things like history and stuff like that don't really matter to them like that. They're just more worried about the current day, Hakuna Matata, living with no worries. They don't even
Okay.
plan for the future like that. Most Tanzanians, they're just taking it day by day.
Okay,
So
because it's like I'm kind of being pressured to look for a West African instead of an East African. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the East African features more than the West African features. You know, like the South Sudanese, like she's really tall, she's like darker. You know what I'm saying? And
have you been
then
to
like,
Africa before?
yeah, I have been to Nigeria. I have homes in Nigeria, you know what I'm saying? But I never really enjoyed it there because it was like, you know, a lot of the women there bleach, and then a lot of them look like Black Americans, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that, you know, thin look that I like. They don't have like that marathon body that I like. They don't have those features that I like. You know what I'm saying? And I spent over 10 years in Africa before I came to Honolulu. I only came over here because of the COVID virus. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as far as like Nigeria goes, you know, as far as the food and the development, you can't compete. But you know, I don't really like the people because it was like, you know, it was like the women just want to marry me because of the house or the assets or the car that I drive, you know, as opposed to like, you know, me in particular. You know what I'm saying? And then like the women there are like, cause me, I like to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to smoke weed. So it was like when I got there, they're like they started planting like marijuana and native tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Where they planted tobacco and then like you put it up your nose. They have that type of native tobacco there, but I really like weed. But I heard that Uganda legalized weed. So I'm like, you know, I want to go
When
to
did they
East Africa.
legalize weed?
They said they legalized it about a year and a half ago.
Nope. I went to jail in Uganda for weed. It's not legal.
I think
No,
if I could say something, I think it's legalized for like for cultivating and exporting because they
Oh,
sell it to like Europe and stuff like that.
yeah, you can't be walking around with that shit in Uganda. You can't be walking around. They are tripping. So, but yeah, I guess under certain circumstances.
how did you like Uganda?
But you know, I wanted to ask,
Yeah, please do,
go ahead,
Wanda.
Tony.
No, go ahead. I'm
No,
listening.
I was saying about the East. I was saying about the East African women. Uh, I'm sorry, but they gonna want you for your money too. That's all across Africa. They want a man with money.
That's across
Even
the
that
world.
they complain about us in America. That's what I'm saying. They complain about us in America that
That's
we
around the
want
world.
money and we just want money, 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 money. That's everybody, everywhere you go. All the women, especially in Africa, they want you to. If you speak another language and you from someplace else, they're gonna expect you to have money. They expect they're like you rich, so they're gonna want you because you're a foreigner.
But they're
Go
not
ahead,
gonna
Tony.
want you. They're not gonna want you to spend your money like on Birkin bags and Louis. Like it depends how Western. Like maybe if you go to Nigeria,
Oh,
they're gonna have the same requirements as an American chick or whatever. But in East Africa, unless if you get a
right.
slave queen, you know, if you get a regular girl, the only thing she wants is necessities, like for food, house, family, kids. She wants a man
Basic.
with
Right.
money.
She
Yeah,
wants you to
so
be
you
a
can
man.
raise your family. Yeah, just want you to be a man. That's it. Exactly. They want you to be a
So you
man
can
to be able to take
so
care
you
of your
can
family.
provide so you can provide for her. Right.
Exactly. And the
And
kids.
she gonna do
And
her
the kids.
part. She gonna do the cooking and the cleaning, and you buy the food. She gonna cook. She gonna cultivate. She gonna do her part. She's gonna do her part.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
so you said that Uganda is really strict on weed?
Not
Yeah,
really. So
man.
you have to smoke in your
Don't-
house. Smoke in your house, and you'll be fine.
yeah, don't be
Smoke in
walking on
your
the
house.
street smoking no blunts, bro. You might
Oh,
get
yeah, off
wrapped.
top.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta smoke in your house, bro. If you smoke in your house, you're cool. You're not gonna have no. Smoke in your apartment, you're good.
Do y'all
that's pretty
Yes, Jay
similar.
Focus. Yeah,
do y'all
Jay
have
Folks was
was
supposed
a
to be up
provider and
here.
security. Yes, Jay
okay?
Focus. Absolutely, Jay Focus.
Jay Folks was supposed to be on here co-streaming with us, but he's busy in South Africa. He just got there. He's in Botswana right now. He's another nomad, young nomad dude, travels the world. I can't travel like him. He's just everywhere. His video, he'll take you to South America, back to Africa, to Europe, back to South America. He really does the travel. He's gonna do the traveling. He really does.
He said y'all gonna set it up. Y'all set it up.
Yeah, we're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it up. Yeah, we're gonna set it up. Of course. He cool. I've been working with a lot of cool people. I haven't worked with anybody I disliked, but I've been working with like normal creators. I haven't been working with like the people that like, oh, send me $5 and I'll twerk or something like that. I don't deal with those people. I deal with the normal, regular people just dropping content.
Oh wow!
Not go. There are people that will like, I'll do a handstand for $3.99, and they do that on their live streams.
Oh wow!
Yeah, people do things for money. Everybody people do things for money, and it'd be the same guys that talk about the girls on OnlyFans, and they're like doing OnlyFans equivalent stuff on YouTube to get super chats, but it's the hypocrisy.
Can I ask both of you a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
what do you think about the possibility of the diaspora really building in Tanzania? Because for the people that I've met out here, it's kind of like how have you guys spoken about the chat groups? Like, it's so toxic that everybody's kind of turned off or doing their own thing, and there's no real community. So, do you think it's possible? Do you think because everybody's not going to be on the same page, but I feel like if we just start with a few, we can build.
I think it would have to be like a group that sets the tone for that. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it would have to be a group of people that are setting the tone of positivity to change the current narrative of American expats being selfish, trying to get over on you for money type people. Because that is the current, narrative for a lot of, especially Black American. It's crazy how Black Americans just get bad raps wherever we go, right? But yeah, Black American expats, we have a bad name. It's even amongst the Black people from like England and stuff like that, Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a bad name. Period.
Okay.
So I don't know what started it. I don't know.
You know what we could do?
What? Oh no, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was like, this is what we could do. This is what we could do.
Okay, I'm listening.
Everybody's doing their own thing, and we see a lot of people doing their own things. This is my idea. Everybody do their own little thing. If all the diaspora did their own little thing in different areas, right? You do your business. You have a land project in Mwanza, in Tegeta, in Mwanza, in Mbeya, in Morogoro, different places. Everybody can have the opportunity to be independent and do their own thing, but then we all come together after each person sets up something in each
That's
area.
a good idea.
That is a community. So,
yeah, even like this.
If each of us, because you allow people, you allow people to be their individual self and use their gifts and talents to do whatever project they want, right? Each person does something and creates a business, buys land somewhere, and then after it's situated, everybody comes together with what they've done as a community. 1 month we going to visit this person with their project. 1 month we going to visit that person over in that country. In that city with that person. Then that means that's a community. We're just in different areas. That was my idea with us working together and coming together. Since we can't do it as a collective like that, we can do individual things. Everybody's doing that anyway. There are people here doing projects, several people doing projects in different places. So everybody sets their project up, and then we decide as a group, hey, let's take a month out of each year, each month in a year, and visit somebody's project. Let's all get together. Let's go visit this person. That so we can do that, and that's a community. That's a community.
Right.
So that's my.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna show you how bad it's raining out here. I'm at work, so I'm gonna show you how bad it's raining.
Okay, sure. But but you bring a good point. For me right now, I'm trying to build my family, and then I'm gonna go into other things. But first, I want to secure my family.
But you said you're gonna do a business. You said you're gonna get land.
Yeah, land,
Wow.
and build my house for my family, and then I'll do other stuff. Go into other cultures.
But just the fact that you having land and you building it for your family, that don't mean that we can't be like, let's visit this brother, let's support him as diaspora, coming together, visiting each person's project that they're doing. That's actually a community, because there's so many of diaspora in Tanzania doing things, but everybody's just spread out and doing their own thing. But it's a lot of us that are doing things. There are people that bought land. There are people who created businesses. There are people who have land and building projects. There are people who have community centers. There are people who's doing this orphanage and NGO and this and that. So that's actually a community when we all come together and at least visit. Not that we are involved in that project, but to support. Sure. And then they'll look around and be like, this diaspora, they have projects in every city because we're all from the same place. So
I just want to put this into the
only way I can see us work together.
My father, when I moved out here 10 years ago, my father's advice to me was like this. He told me, he just broke it down very simple. Like, you can just fill a container of Heinz ketchup. He said, that's the only product that you push is Heinz ketchup. And he said, you be the distributor for the whole country. You selling to the hotels, you selling to the restaurants, you know what I mean?
That's smart.
And
that's smart.
And when I thought about it, when you look, we've all been in Tanzania long enough, and we see what's here and what's not here. It's literally like we invest all this money trying to do these big projects and things. We need to start micro economics. We need to start small, something that's really tangible that we can really touch people and they're gonna spend their money. And I feel like everybody in Africa wants the good quality products. They feel like America has the quality products. It's not Chinese products or fake stuff or whatever. The things that we use every day, if we just find the source of that in America and we fill up containers and just start bringing stuff out here, we'll be like the Chinese are in America, where the Chinese are the suppliers to everything that Americans buy. We're in a position where we can be the distributors for everything that the Tanzanians buy, to where we don't even we can let like you explained earlier, when you start a business here and it's 51% them and 49% you, we let them, my dad said, you just sit back, you don't even let people know you to connect. It's like Escobar. Like, nobody's seen Escobar, but they know that's Escobar's dope. It's like, you sit back and you let the locals move the product, and you handle the real business and you keep it flowing. And I feel like as a diaspora, we'll gain more wealth and we'll actually get more notoriety and more respect when we're doing the things that's kind of taking over what the other races are coming out here doing. Because we're helping, because see what Chinese people doing stuff is, when they do it, they're the only ones eating. and all their money goes back to China. But see, we want to come here and stay. We want to come here and network. We want to come here and build, and we want the locals to eat too. So when they see that, they're the love is gonna come back. But if we coming out here with nothing, if we don't have no opportunities for them, and we want all the opportunities for ourselves, how do you think that they're going to network and help us? You know what I'm saying? We gotta, throw that olive branch out there and let them, you know what I mean? And we got to come together like that. I just want to put that out there. I'm gonna log off of here, but
all right, man.
great
talking
live,
to you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna keep
watching.
watching.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. So, Wanda, have you noticed like Europeans, when you try to talk to them, they'll ignore you? Like if you say hello to a European or whatever, and they notice you're a Black American, they won't respond. Do you get that?
Mm-hmm. I haven't tried to talk to them.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, yeah. I've tried. No. My girl's like, he's like, stop waving at them, because I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they were like, they'll look at you and just keep.
Yeah, I haven't tried to, because they already stare. When they hear us, I go to this Italian restaurant in Masaki. It's called Zawani's, and it's an Italian restaurant. And I go there, and it's a lot of Mzungus there. Me and my husband, we go. But even before him, me and my roommate used to go. And they stare when they hear us speak English, because they're from all over. They're from other places. They're German, Russian, whatever, Italian, because they're not speaking English. But they just stare at us when they hear us speaking English. They know who we are, but they never try to be nice. They just stare at us like, I feel like sometimes I'm back in the US with how Karen and them act. They stare, they don't say anything, but they just, everybody knows us. All the European nations know us. If they don't know nobody else, they know us, and they know what we sound like. So it's not a friendly. They never try. I've never noticed that any of them tried to. Not that I tried to speak, because they always staring like at us really crazy. So they just know who we are.
That's why
they know. Everybody knows who we are.
Like that's why they be crazy.
They'll stop talking. If they hear us speaking English, they'll stop talking to listen to what we say.
Exactly. I've heard them speak English, and I'm like, "Oh, how are you doing, man?" And he'll look at me and go back. I'm like, "All right, fuck you too, bro." Like, just like, damn. It's like, okay, I guess. But some of those Western European countries, they don't like Black Westerners. I was told by another Black American older gentleman, like, they prefer the continental Africans because they see them as subservient to them, and we are more of a challenge to them. So I was like, I can see that. I can see that. So I didn't know that before, but I could see after he broke it down, it makes sense.
Yeah, they don't like us coming over here corrupting them and telling them the truth about who they really are.
They don't like that because we are outspoken. Definitely. Any closing thoughts?
Yes.
I'm gonna end the live in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I got a quick question.
They're learning from us.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question, brother?
Like, how do you get a? I'm working over here, so how do you make money over here and then go over there and then come back and you expect your job back? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, let's say I got a job and then I want to go to Africa and then I come back in a year or in 4 months, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I save up my money from my work so that I can go to Africa for a long time, not just for 10 days and then come back? Because you know how the job system here in America is. You only have leave for 2 weeks. You only have paid vacation for maybe a month or something like that. So it's how do you know what I'm saying? Get money from your work to go to Africa. What I'm trying to say.
Somebody dropped off. I think he dropped.
I can't really explain it, but that's the best I can try to ask the question that I'm asking.
Wanda, do you have anything for that?
A lot of people that come over here, they're nomadic, so they work like online. They have like online streams of income, whether it's maybe a business or they have an online job or they have something they can do online to make money. If you want to travel like that, travel the continent and still work and make money, the best thing for you to probably try to do is find something online that you can travel and still make money. So if you come and stay 4 months or 6 months or a year, you can be working the whole time. You don't have to think you're going to go back and get a job and they're going to hold it for you, because that's probably not going to happen. That's rare. So try to find streams of income is what I recommend. Streams of income.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Or try to set that up while you're over in the West.
This teaching English, there's so many different things. You know, teaching English is big. A lot of people teach English overseas. A lot of Americans teach English in Japan, everywhere. You get by that way. But it's getting late, you know. I'm sure you're ready to go to sleep, Wanda. Yeah. We did 2.5 hours. So maybe we'll try this again next week.
Me and I'm like trying to cover.
Maybe we could do this again this weekend.
That sounds
maybe this weekend
this was very nice.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll try to
let's see when we can do something.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.